Something. Hey, Lost, how you doing, buddy? It's good I got you two guys here. It was brought to my attention that uh, this channel allows some, I wouldn't say nasty, but some not nice things being said. Personally, um, you know the rules that I've had in the past. So if they haven't broken the rules, I've allowed a lot of stuff to go through. And so I wanted to put it past you guys whether, things need to be toughened up or, oh, look, we got a troll watching. I didn't want to stifle conversations on here too much. A lot of stuff gets said on here that I don't agree with, but I guess an issue too was me allowing little green turd on here, go Bobo. But you know, if I'm going to be fair, I did say I'd allow guys to come in here and until they in chat and on the panel. But if I just banned him straight away, I'm probably being two-faced. And then I sort of would let guys in here until they broke the rules. So even though I don't like the guy, and he does have some entertainment value when he's not actually abusing people. Yeah, and again, MJ lost. Yeah, well, lost the day that you, me, and I think Gogo was on that day with you as well. I think people had complaints about that one. The MJ thing, MJ lost his hammer here, but he hasn't really gone far enough for me to block him anyway. And I know lots of guys don't like him, Dick Insider, but do I block people because my friends don't like them? It puts me in a precarious position because I don't want to end up being a hypocrite. I like to think of give everyone a fair chance. And the last time MJ was here, and I was asking him to tone it down, he didn't. So removed his hammer. So then it's up to you guys what you do with him after that. Yeah, it is a balancing act, you know. Like the last time there was, I think, me lost and Go. Go said a lot of things, and he painted a lot of the Filipinas with the same brush, which I don't like doing. Maybe on some of the things he was right, but I definitely don't agree with him. But it's hard to, for me to argue with someone who's been over there and has some experience with the Philippines, and I don't have any. So even though I might not agree, not really able to call them out on a lot of things, except for like I said, tarring them with all the same brush. I mean, you don't need to have experience to know that it's not how it is. But I mean, you guys are around a lot of the time. I lost you on the panel a lot. Um, if you guys have any ideas for new rules or maybe the way things, if you've got a better way of running things, just let me know. Like I said, I don't want to become a dictatorship. And well, I guess Lost, it was a thing where he said he's pretty well said all OFWs sleep with their bosses, and all housekeepers sleep with their bosses. And that's just very general. He was generalizing about the Filipinos when he did that. Admittedly, though, there are some thin-skinned people out there. Yeah, I know you'll call him out, mate. Hey, Junior, how you doing, mate? Just thinking about whether the channel needs some new rules, new guidelines. Whether I let too much go through, Junior. No, no, you didn't miss anything, mate. It's just there's been a bit of criticism about some of the things that get said on here. Yeah, I know, Dick Insider. I totally agree. Or they're um, deliberately trying to provoke. Yeah, Junior. If I let you and Ed go nuts, Jesus. Yeah, but then again, see, Junior, say with you and Ed, Ed's friends with some of the guys that I let on here that other people don't like. You know, um, a lot of people don't like Popeye, but I I don't have an issue with Popeye, so I don't see why you know I should jump on Popeye because other people don't like him. New rule: Paul Juniors and Ed's wrench. you know, I'm not going to pull Ed's wrench because he wants me to anyway. So, and Junior's one of my enforcers. But if you guys, if you think, yeah, Popeye is nice when he wants to be. Um, and Junior, I don't. I mean, he's taken me to task, and that's fine, but I can take it. And I don't have a problem with Popeye. I mean, I guess I've never been targeted like some people have. Actually, Dick Inside, I would have thought that would be more Gunner's thing. You should see some of the fucking emails that Gunner sends me, Dick Insider. He's as bad as you are. Between you two, shit. I think one of the big things is that we've had some girls on the channel, and we've had some people from another channel who are just not used to some of the shit that we say and the way we carry on at times. Um, and that's fine. I mean, um, I can understand it. You want a list of rules that you can plagiarize? Well, Titastic, anything you want to offer up. But what it is, Mr. TT, is I don't want to become a total dictatorship. I don't want to stifle the conversations we have. Oh shit, Dick and Cider. you, you cracked me up, you nutcase. And definitely want to. I'm going to get in touch with Virtual the Fight Club. How you doing, Face Runner? Definitely want to get in touch with Joey because I'm missing the guy. Yeah, and there was a certain swagger to the show when me and him get together and we could bounce off each other. And but I am really missing him. Yeah, no worries, Mr. TT. Thank you. Philippines. Oh, Jesus. I mean, for the most part, I think we got a pretty good handle on everything in here. Jesus, lost. Yeah, maybe face runner. And I think one of the things I really do need to do is when we get guys who are generalizing, we need to probably jump on that and pull them up on that a bit more. And I mean, even when Gogo was on here though, thanks, Mr. TT. I didn't agree with everything he said, but I thought it was fair to let him, have his say. And I'm not going to argue with a guy that definitely has more. The old Mungamy Sideways. Know that name very well. Uh, okay, well, see the rule there: do not discuss or comment on or about Thai politics and or the royal monarchy. That's a fair one because um, if you're in Thailand, it's the last thing you want to do. Probably not applicable to us, but it's a fair one. Yeah, okay. That the third one is a real good one. We discuss things and not people unless the person has invited you to talk about them, particularly in a criminal manner. Well, I think we cover that one. Number four, we've got that one too. If you have a problem with someone, take it somewhere else. Actually, they're not bad. Not a bad set of rules. I mean, up until now, the rules have been no racism, no bringing up people's families. Uh, Definitely should put in there about the no talking about the criminal shit. Face runner. In some cases, I think you're right. Um, but I also think some of the complaints that were made, and they're not so much complaints, they're comments on another stream, and they're probably correct. We probably do let a lot go through, but that's because I'm not that offended, not offended that easily. if I have an issue with anyone, they don't have a wrench here. Uh, all you guys have got wrenches because you're my friends and I trust you. Um, so the ones I don't won't ever have a wrench in here, which means that you're free to deal with them as you want. Look, Face I said earlier that I don't want this to be a dictatorship. I don't want to stifle uh, the conversations at all. Um, but, but maybe I've just been a little bit too lenient at times. Messages, hang on, guys. Oh, Face Runner. I wouldn't say an ass. You have your moments, but I guess at the end of the day, we all have our moments. So, guys, just looking still at these some of these rules. Dick and Slady, you're a sick puppy, man. It must be something about the water in Louisiana. Add me on. Yeah, can you use the link? Lost? If I put the link in the chat, can you still use that? Okay, all right. What was your email? I could actually use the Google Hangouts to send you an email through there. Surprising, you used to always be able to use the link in the chat. So I'm not sure something with your new phone or. Lost the Nomad. Okay. Okay. Should remember that. Remove. I'll take it out for you if you want. Oh, no, can't do it. You want to remove your email there, mate? Did send. Oh, he got you.
Sweet,
Hey, how you doing?
sweet Christmas. All good in the neighborhood. So, what were some of the specific complaints? Obviously, they were complaining about Go Go Bobo, which most people do.
Well,
But
I think it pertained to things he was saying about Filipinas. You know, about OFW sleeping with their bosses, about house workers sleeping with their bosses, and
yeah, I'd have to go back and listen. I don't recall him saying all of them, but maybe he did. But I'm sure. Yeah, people do get offended about it. I remember him saying something about it, but we were just kind of, generally talking about sex. So I guess we got a little weird with the sex talk there for a little bit.
yeah. Well, I didn't think it was that bad myself at the time. I
I
mean,
didn't think so. I personally didn't think it was either. Because I was, talking with him, and I don't recall anything that was really out of hand. But then, what one person thinks is out of hand, another person may not. So
well, some people also had the issue with him being on here, but to be fair, Lost, if I made the rules at the beginning and said, anyone could come in, and as long as they abide by the rules.
yeah,
So I mean,
honestly, I was kind of shocked you let him on. So
there, so was I, but I'd be two faced and hypocritical if I just took him out because I didn't like him. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I agree, and I personally never had a problem. He said, of course, I think he does it on purpose. Says a lot of controversial stuff. So
Yes, he
I think
does.
this weekend he was on the Quinton Blue with Dave. I haven't listened to the whole show yet. So I got to go back and listen. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, there is some entertainment value to him. Um, and at the same time, though, he does like to be controversial, and I think he does kind of. He likes to have a dig.
yeah.
I was just by other people face runner on other channels, and even during the chat, a couple of people were saying in there that they left the chat because of the guy with the cartoon voice. I guess it's hard to take him seriously. Yeah, but not. I guess people aren't used to him.
Yeah, I personally thought the conversations we had were fine. They were okay.
Hey, Lefty, how you doing? Um, yeah, I mean, I know he does generalize, and it's easy to take things the wrong way. That definitely happens a lot.
Nobody complained about the asphyxiation story I gave.
No.
That one was okay, but his generalization of OFWs was a problem.
Yeah. Should it fall on Gogo Bobo or the show host? Okay, Face Runner, you want to explain that one? You mean, am I at fault for allowing him? Yeah, Lefty, but he also pushes the boundaries of good taste, and he does at times generalize. And I mean, I guess it comes down to that negative shit. Do we need to hear that, you know, OFWs are sleeping with their bosses? And I mean, how do we know how much of that really goes on anyway? I mean, that really is, um, it's unfair on OFWs, and to say that all the housekeepers over there sleep with their bosses. I mean, again, that's an unfair statement. Well, that's the thing, Face Runner. If you have someone on the show, doesn't matter who it is and what they say, that it's going to be the show or the host themselves. I guess it'll take the heat for it. because you allow them on there. You know, I mean, you guys know that Gogo and I don't usually get along. But I just I thought I'd be a bit of a hypocrite or two-faced to just kick him off like I usually do in the past. Maybe the issue was with me allowing him to get on the panel. Oh, Dick Insider, if I met the guy in person, he wouldn't be safe. But how you doing, Steve? But you know, do I keep carrying it on? You know, it kind of seems pointless. Oh yeah, Face Runner. I was mad, all right. I remember I was on it and said I wanted to rip the little green shit's head off and shit down his neck. But yeah, how long do you stay mad at people and how long do you let shit go for? Oh, we lost. Did we lose? Lost again? Yeah, we lost him. Yeah, mate, with all the shit that's been going on with me, I just it was a waste of time being angry all the fucking time. There's no point to it. Hey, Trusty, how you doing? You know, the bottom line is if you keep on hating, it's just going to eat at you. Yeah, Frank's different, mate. Frank's not normal, Face Runner. Frank has serious issues. Yeah, I know that too, Junior. Um, yeah, Steve, and that's an issue too. A lot of people don't like that. Yeah, yeah, Trusty. I mean, we didn't always get along, but we've seemed to have found some middle ground there, and I haven't had an issue with you for a long time. I think for the most part, we actually tend to agree on a lot of things.
I'm back.
No worries.
I was trying to hook my phone on the little thing I got here, and I lost connection. Like, what the hell just happened? I guess I accidentally hit the turn off cellular data somehow. I don't know how the hell that happened.
Yeah, but Junior, it comes back to the fact that I don't have a show without you guys in the chat. You guys will bring up topics, and you know, I can sit here all day talking to myself, but it's you guys that make the show, you know, and all the varied opinions. So,
And of course, you have a lot of the audience that, of course, has interest in the Philippines. So, of course, if something gets negative thrown about the Philippines, and you'll probably get a little more backlash. If we were talking about a different country, Thailand or Japan or something.
yeah, that's a good point. And a lot of this is based on what was said about Filipinas. I think it's better to hear someone out too, Trusty, as long as they can do it in a reasonable manner. And yeah, the wrench abuse, I've seen too much of that. And that's why all you guys have wrenches and, um, you know, uh, yeah, but Lefty, I think some of them allow him on there because they're looking for the views. I'm not after the views. I'm just here to talk to you guys because I like talking to you, and I made a lot of friends from other streams, and you know, um, just gives us all somewhere to go and have a chat. And who would play him in the movie? Jesus, Steve. But Lefty. I mean, the thing is, even when I couldn't stand the little turd, you still liked him, but you weren't seeing a lot of the things that he did. Yeah.
A lot of silence there. Are you still there? Uh-oh. Did your fireball get too hot again? Now I need to know if people can hear me. Check the chat now. Do 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 do. Let's see. Yep, all right. Well, I can definitely hear myself. So yeah, yeah. I think Thunder may have when his fireball probably exploded. Yep, there it is. Thunder left the call, so this thing will shut down in a couple minutes. That SOB, that's what people should complain about. Is a guy who has a brand new computer apparently sitting in a box, and he don't want to use it. He prefers to use this thing that's just going to shut down on him at any minute and ruin discussions. So I guess I'll keep it going for the next minute or two until it shuts down. He sucks on Campbell's nipples. Yes, he does. I believe that is 100% fact. Thunder is a camel nipple sipping SOB. That's just good. Cool. Yeah, I guess it sounded a lot better than I used to. I think the new phone has allowed me to come in more clear, but yet for some reason won't allow me to click on a link posted in the chats anymore for whatever reason. Cool. Thanks. Cool. So what would you talk about? I know he's probably going to start in the show up here in a minute. What topic should we talk about besides what kind of rules we made? Seems like a couple of people complaining about Go Go Bobo. I think what it kind of boils down to. He likes to be what I go to. Hey, everybody has their thing, I guess, huh? I like to be tied up by a little green man and spanked. To each their own. Thunder does need a vacation, don't he? He's supposed to have already gone on one, but he's got dogs. Another reason why I'm glad I don't have dogs. They'll never stop me from taking a trip anywhere. Almost bought one for my daughter, and then pretty soon here I'm going to Columbia again, and we were like, man, we're gonna have to find someone to watch the dog. Can't take us with us, so we gave up that dream. Yep, lost the chat here. Bring the phone back up. All right, see if I can still hear me. Yep, still chat still going. Yep, turn off this. Okay. Hello, sweet. How's it going? Usually, Thunder would have got on by now and put a message in the chat. I guess the thing shut down for good. Needs to get his crack open the new one. Oh, it didn't explode into fire this time. Actually, that thing needs to literally explode into fire, so you quit using the stupid thing. Probably between you and your son, I think it's been masturbated on too often. Time to get a fresh PC. Yeah, who the hell is Thunder SOB? Block him real quick. Someone needs to help me open the box. I think I might need. Can't use a box cutter. It might hurt the computer. What is